Go live. Yes. I'm live. Hello. Welcome to Loretta Ann's Place. I should be here with Amy, but she has not appeared yet. So hopefully she will. No, until then, welcome to Loretta Ann's Place. And I'm your host, Loretta Ann. So maybe we'll get some, hopefully we'll get some people in. That'd be nice. Until then, I will just try to my best to do some insightful readings for you. So, meantime, oh, here we go. She's here. Whoops. Here we go. There she is. There she is. Hold on, Amy. There you are.
Hi, here I
Okay, you're freezing up a little bit. Do you need to adjust your settings?
am. Hi. Well, I look really. Hi, Loretta. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Julie, how was your internet today?
I had to switch to my phone.
You
and
did?
my phone worked better.
Isn't that weird? Because we have Wi-Fi and it works great, but
I thought the router was in my room and run by
I
a
don't-
cat.
Okay.
See, it got better last week. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Are we live
last week
already?
you adjusted something and it made it a little better.
Let me do this.
Actually, it made it a lot better than the first time we tried. And yeah. So and I was wondering, and I've been asked, how come you're looking so washed out, on the camera? Have you noticed? Have you seen it? You're freezing up, honey.
Go to my phone and see if that works.
Okay. You're moving a little bit. Hey, Bern, thanks for coming back. How you doing? I know, Amy. Look, you look like a ghost, Amy.
Is that better?
Well, it's
But obviously,
yeah. You're still dragging.
I'm at.
I'm gonna put on Barmaid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
See.
All right. I'm going to tell everybody, welcome to Loretta Ann's Place. I'm your host, Loretta Ann. My guest is
frustrating.
Amy
What would be the best setting?
at Earth Spirit 2556. That's her channel.
Let's see if this
You're
will
on
be better.
YouTube. And I've seen your videos.
Maybe that's better. My daughter's right here.
All right. That's good.
Here, by the
Kids
way.
usually are helpful. So, oh yeah, Bern's got a question
That's who's
for
talking
you.
to me on this side. My daughter.
That's okay. Yeah, Bern wants to know how does it all act without the background? Whoa, she just faded out. Let's see if she comes back, Bern. Hopefully. She's got the little loop-de-doo I can see. Whoa, let's see how that. There you go.
Well, go on without me. If this keeps happening, go on without me, honestly.
Okay.
It was just a Zoom call.
If I
Yeah. So how does it act without the background? That's what Bern was asking. Does it help your because I think it does. I think it helps the connection. How you doing, Amy? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it might help the connection if I do. Let me go to that and see hotkeys, high definition. Let me take off high definition.
Yeah. See, now when you're talking, you're not breaking up, but you're not coming
So I
in
might
either.
just do that.
Yeah. And
Maybe
I
it's
know
my
some.
energy. I mean,
Okay. Well,
honestly, maybe that's it.
we can just do this,
So we could do it this way if it's for the best because
Well, as long yeah, I mean, it's more important to hear you, because when you're visible,
yeah, I can do
it's
this.
okay. We'll do this, and what you could find is do you, okay. This is your StreamYard connection.
But I'm here.
Yeah, you are here, so that's good. Okay, so how you doing, Amy?
Yeah.
Do you got
I'm
anything
good.
else?
Well, yeah, it was a little chaotic there. I'm so sorry. It has been frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm here and I'm doing okay. How about you? I have allergies. I've been having some major
Oh, okay.
allergies, but how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I am.
Hi, everyone.
I found a spot for my cards, a fulfillment center. So I'm just waiting on the last connective link on that. I've been approved. So, and I'm going to be marketing my esoteric flower oracles.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that one's ready.
That's
And
so
then,
cool. That's exciting.
yeah. And then after, I'll be getting my face lifted consultant tarot deck later on in the month, and then after I get that, then I'll set that up for marketing also. Not that I'm gonna have to do some videos.
Cool.
Gloves, surgical gloves. Oh my goodness, my channel is about gloves. Okay, Sam Gloves, your channel's about gloves. You like gloves. That's wonderful. Everybody's got a thing. Your thing is gloves. All right. Okay. And so anyway, and I've got let's see, 3 different layouts
And you
for the esoteric flower oracles. Nice little readings. So that's cool. And then I've got a invocation for it also. So, and I tested it out. And it works beautifully. So that's good. And so what do you want to read on, Amy? Or anybody in the audience, you want to read on something? Just put it in the chat.
well, there's a lot going on. Seems like every weekend. Doesn't it seem like every week some real tragic event happens that we never really know? We just have to accept it, but we never get any details. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Burns asking, will the dust be settled around the 2026 midterm elections by Christmas Day? He asked because the GOP are planning to cry foul as soon as the polls close November 3rd. That's what they do. They're the victim mentality of the earth. Woe is me. Woe is me. They're the kids that need a damn trophy just for showing up, breathing, whatever, So I got no sympathy for them. Every time they leave, after they have been in charge, we have to clean up the mess. And, when Clinton left office, we were solid. We had no debt as a nation. You understand? We were good and golden.
Yeah.
And the Republicans had to come back in and just put the screws to us yet again. So, yeah. TJ's here. Hi, TJ. Yeah, hello. How you doing, girl?
Hi,
TJ and
TJ.
Vern are my well,
Hello.
Vern's close enough, but TJ's my homeschool tarot society soul sister, one of them. And Vern is also, well, you're with the, I can't remember the name now. All of a sudden, I just went blank. Silver Threads. Yeah. He's with the Silver Threads group. They, we're kind of joining each other, supporting each other. So
There we
he's
go.
one of my
Nice.
soul brothers also. Silver Thread soul brother. So yeah, he's great. So it's a really wonderful, supportive group, So a lot of them were here in the last hour with Selma, and in 2 weeks we'll be doing that again, where I'll have 2 lives in one day. Yeah. So, and she's into the Dolores Cannon, healing.
All right, well, let me see.
Yeah. So, yes. So
Nice. That's right. She was going for her. It wasn't Reiki.
No, not Ricky. It is Dolores Cannon's HTC.
Or was it? I remember that question last week.
Yeah. But anyway, it's regressive therapy is what it ends up being. So she's really good, and she's a counselor all of her life. So she's just built for this. Yep. Tarot practice groups in the house. That's right. Hi, TJ. How you doing? Quantum healing. Yep, that's what it is. PG219, welcome. If you're not subscribed, please do. And also support Amy's channel. She's Earth Spirit 2556 is her channel name. So wonderful, wonderful reader. She loves the celebrities and the political reads. So I know lots of people enjoy that. So what do you want to read on, Amy? Amy? Okay, well, maybe we lost Amy for a
I'm
minute.
still here.
Oh, okay.
I'm cutting in and out still, but yeah, that's really cool. And
So did you have anything in mind you wanted to read
but
on?
now there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about that I did talk about. I know this is weird live.
Well, we're doing the that one question was about the midterms. We were still going to read on the midterms, right? On the what was it again? Will the dust be settled around the 2026
midterms. Okay, let's pull on that. Let's pull on
because I'm curious too. I want to know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, will the dust be settled around the 2026 midterm election by Christmas?
And I think we will have the midterms.
Well, yeah, we're going to have midterms.
Yeah. Let's see, what will Christmas feel like?
He can screw up the but not the state.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like we wouldn't be having all this chaos. It would be like a dead pool. It would be a calm feeling, but it's so chaotic. That we're in this war to death about how to, hijack them. But we are going to have them.
Yeah.
Legal. Oh boy.
Will the dust be settled around the 2026 Christmas Day?
This is what's going to happen. So Christmas.
Well,
yeah.
You could do a short reading to show how we could help mitigate this.
I know.
The rest of his term.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking community projects.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. My daughter's talking to me. She needs her own YouTube channel. She could do this too, definitely.
I know. I actually got my granddaughter on with me once.
Minecraft recordings.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Trying to get some others on here too.
Well, can I just say instant the tower, but I also get the lovers behind it. So I think that for the results by Christmas.
He's like,
That's what I
he's
feel
put
like.
us in a toxic relationship.
Yeah,
That's his whole mentality. He's
yeah.
a rapist. He's a bad boyfriend. It's like the patriarchy.
Like at the Hierophant and the King of Swords in reverse. So that's him trying to overturn the rule of law and the election. I think he's going to try to overturn the whole result. It's going to be overwhelmingly against him, but he's going to try to overturn it. Kind of like they did with Virginia. He's going to have his judges in place, if maybe the Supreme Court, to just overturn the entire results. But you can't do that.
Nope.
That's what I get. I think
Okay.
by Christmas it's still going to be crazy.
Yeah. Well, I got Judgment up first. So there's a reckoning and redemption, game changer, the world card, or judgment. I'm sorry, judgment card. Yeah. So reckoning. I got the Two of Swords. So it's just going to be difficult, and it's going to be a crossroads. But then I get the Ten of Wands. All right. So, and it's our burden,
Wow.
This is our burden, and it's going to be hard work, but there is the end in sight, and the unseen energy is the Six of Wands, the card of victory and good news and advancement, public recognition. So, it's like I've been saying, we're gonna get skid knees, we're gonna get bumps and bruises along the way, but it's not gonna stop us. We're going to get to the other side. We're going to get to the mountaintop. That's where we're going to get to. Yep. Okay.
I agree. And this, we've been through this before.
Oh yeah.
We know his tricks. I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And we're ruled, but yeah. You're very right. You're very right, Bern.
Oops.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Why ever would you think she was 4 years old, Bern? You see that, Amy?
Ruled by the Indian King of Chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. So
okay. Yeah, my daughter, she's I wish she's still 4, but she's actually in junior college at this point. So
yeah.
They grow up fast.
She's about 19
so
now.
Yeah, which is so crazy to believe, but that's how life goes. It goes
I
fast.
know. You look incredibly young too. Yeah. All right.
Well, some days, some days not.
Yeah, some days.
Here's a funny story about that. Okay, I do think that sometimes I look like I'm young, and other times I don't look like. Yeah, yeah. And what's funny is I was at work and somebody said, "Oh, you look like you're in your 20s," and I said, "Oh, well, I use witchcraft," and she's like, "I thought that." It's funny because I feel like if you can manifest certain things around yourself, you can an image. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I also think that I have a childlike spirit, and I really think that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, it helps. Yeah. It really does. So, thinking.
Yeah, we're all 18 inside, so that's how I feel about it.
We've all got that going on. Yeah. I was going to try out a little.
So yeah,
what's that?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
You're going to try to spread new.
Yeah, I've got a 5
I'm bad about that.
A 5-card Petal Morning Mandela. I want to use this. This is for my esoteric flower oracle, and I just got these layouts. But I thought this one would be good. 5 cards. The first one, like the north petal, is for the mind, and it asks the question, what my thoughts need today. And then the east petal, the spirit, what my soul is calling for. The third one is the south petal, emotions, what my heart is processing. I'm thinking we could do this for the people, We'll take their jobs. Oh, okay. Okay, TJ's got a question here. One of those things standing over my bed watching me. I know, Bern. I know. TJ's got a question. A lot of people are concerned that AI will take their jobs. What is the future of AI for jobs and the planet? Okay, let's read on that one. You with me, Amy?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. So you got the question? Okay.
Well, we've had time to prepare for that, and
you're breaking up. We didn't hear any of it. Okay. All right. A lot of people are concerned that AI will take their jobs. What is the future of AI?
Yeah, let's read on it. We'll read.
Yeah, okay. Jobs in the planet. Okay.
People's jobs.
What's the future of AI for jobs in the planet? What's the future of AI and jobs?
I got my
phone. Okay. What is the future of AI and jobs? Oh. Well, I got the 5 of Wands, so there's going to be a whole lot of bickering going on over that. A whole lot of depression, withdrawal, feeling stuck, confined, restricted, feeling trapped. And then we have a period of transition in the 6 of Swords. And the unseen energy I got is the 6 of Cups. So sentimental yearning, because it's gonna. We're gonna have to see what I feel that this is what's going to happen, because there are so many jobs it's going to affect. That this is how basic universal income is going to be brought in. You have to. And the thing is that trillionaires can afford it. We made them trillionaires and billionaires and millionaires. We did that. The working stiffs, the peons, the peasants. So, they want to keep their billions and millions and trillions. They're going to have to share.
That's right.
Yeah, it does, TJ.
Yeah, I think, okay, well, I got the King of Swords in reverse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You got the King of Swords in reverse. What else you got?
It's there's a delay, but there's the King of Swords in reverse, but then the Chariot on top. And I feel like after 45 leaves, we'll move ahead, and we'll move ahead in the right way with standards for the environment, to have standalone centers that aren't using our water. I saw like a Willy Wonka type of chocolate factory with the AI centers in the future, where they're going to be self-sustained with their own water systems, and they won't have to use our natural resources, and they'll have cooling And so I think it'll be in the next 2 years. That's what I feel.
In the next 2 years? That's quick. Okay. All right.
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, we need that universal basic income, It's going to have to happen.
Income.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
universal
agree with
basic
you.
income. Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I think that all corporations ought to be paying 75% of their income in taxes. So, not their paltry,
Mhm.
15%? That's how we got in this mess. So, yeah, they're the takers. So, what else we got, Amy? You got a question you want to read on?
Definitely. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Was the Saturday's attempt real? I have my personal opinions.
Oh, yeah. Me too. All right. Let's look real quick. The assassination attempt, was that based in reality?
Yes.
That's what we're asking. Was it based in reality? Did that really happen? Did that really happen for Trump? The assassination at the Correspondents' Dinner. Assassination attempt. Assassination attempt at the Correspondents' Dinner. We got I got the 5 of Wands, Page of Swords, the 8 of Cups. It wasn't real.
Page of Swords and the Eight
setup.
of Cups. Interesting.
Yeah, and then the
Moving
Magician
on.
is the unseen energy. So, yeah. That's what I got. Yeah.
Who are they trying to? Oh, Knight of Swords. Interesting. Swords. I got the I also got the 5 of Swords.
Oh. I had the 5 of
And
Wands.
the 3 of Rods, which is but I also get, this is kind of scary. Okay, and the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is a kind of a crazy, angry, like an angry young man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there were some aspects to it that were real. Like Lee Harvey Oswald was a real guy and he had real bad intentions, but I don't feel like he was the one that actively designed JFK being taken out. And I don't think he was the end
The patsy.
shooter, but he was, yeah. But that's what they do. They find these angry young men to do or look like the front men for the. Well, I got the Fool in reverse, the 3 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords, and that tells me they did want to unalive somebody. But my question is who, and who? It was 3 people involved, but 3 could be like 3-lettered entities like CIA, FBI. But I feel like somebody was a target. There was one person in particular. My question is, who was the real target?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not convinced it was 45.
Yeah. Well, it could have been Melania.
He may have been behind it. He may have been behind the event. I wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah, I know. And I was going to make a video on that because I really feel like she didn't know, but he seemed to know. What if
Yeah.
he's done with her? What if he's ready to? She had that
Well-
press conference, and she's ready
Yeah.
to sort of. Yeah, yeah, I agree
Well,
with you,
she's-
Loretta.
Yeah, and C-SPAN, they had their camera close up on Trump, Melania, and the other two sitting by him. When you heard bang, 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 you know, the bangs go off, you could hear it clearly. None of
Mhm.
them flinched. None of them. So,
Yeah,
you know, come on. And then Byrne here, he says back in the Eisenhower years, top earners were
It's-
paying 90%. Yeah. I do remember hearing that.
and that's
And let it
terrible.
down.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's not for the corporations. Are you kidding? No.
know-
90%. Yeah.
How do you survive? That's crazy. How do you survive with that? That's insane.
Their corporations, they don't have, if they're doing that, then they're not having mansions on every continent in the world, you know? So that's how you keep control of their ego, that they're going to own everybody, is taxing them, you know? Well, and I thought I was being generous with 75%.
Mhm.
You know, they should pay 75%. So what's TJ
Mhm.
saying? The shooter was real, and they were warned about the shooter. And used to, yeah, because who was it? The gal that was talking before the dinner, and said that, and she actually used the word shooting. Or shooter.
Levitt, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, that didn't
Mhm.
happen by accident or coincidence. There are no coincidences. Yeah. So what else do we want to read on?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's and isn't that crazy that it would show up right after an event like that? It seems
Yeah. Caroline Levitt.
what a thing to walk into.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
It's very true. So let's see. Are we
How
going to
about you?
see
Do you have a question?
Well, I was thinking about, isn't there some scuttlebutt going on about one of the Supreme Court justices exiting soon, or there's talks of it or something? Have you heard? Amy?
What is it again?
About the judges, the Supreme Court judges. Have you heard the
Yeah,
scuttlebutt?
what was it again? I'm sorry.
That one of them, they're looking at replacing
over-
one of them.
Return
Oh, you're breaking up.
the
Yeah, which one was it?
oh yeah. Yeah, we could look at that.
Alito? Was it Alito? No.
Let me see. Oh,
Robert.
maybe.
That's who
Let
it
me
was.
see.
Roberts was in over finances.
Oh,
Hey, okay, let's read on that. Okay, let's ask.
All right.
Is
Well, Justice
Roberts
be
going to make
replaced.
it?
He
to
knows
the
too
mid-
much.
Is he going to still be in office when the midterms roll around? How about that? Should we read the energy about that? About Roberts lasting to the midterms?
Yeah,
Okay.
will Justice Roberts be here until the midterms?
Yeah, will Justice Roberts be here to the midterms? Justice Roberts be here until the midterms. Yeah, I get that he will.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Yeah, I've got the 4 of Wands. So, you know, that's a happy little White House card. And then I get the King of Cups. You know, they've got some kind of visionary thing going on for him. And then I've got the 6 of Pentacles, you know, so they're helping each other out. And then the unseen energy is the Page of Pentacles. And she's like the teacher, you know, and the adventurer. So they're learning as they go and kind of figuring things out, how to do this. So that's what I got. But yeah, I think it's still going to be here.
I feel the same way. I have the first the money card came out, and I feel like money wise, they're all just the same. I mean, I don't know why he would have to leave. If there'd be illegal. He would have there would be court cases to keep him in. So I got the 2 of rods, which to me that's the midterms. That's 2 midterms. He would raise a stink. There would be legal issues, and he don't think that they would get him out by the midterms. He knows too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
so yeah, he'll be there.
Donnie Boy.
We know how they are.
Yeah, and Donnie Boy, the people that are the puppet masters, they want a younger version. Some real strong conservative in there. So that's why we even have this being talked about. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. So, yeah.
They're all pretty locked in, lifetime appointments, and they've already done enough bad things to be kicked out in a normal term. So it's just not likely to see them go. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like, was it Byrne? Byrne said because they would replace him. Yeah, they would replace him with someone worse. So
well,
we don't want that
worse in there. As long as this diaper man is in there. So yeah, let's call him Diaper Man. He's something else. Okay. So, have you heard anything about Stephen Colbert and where he's going next?
He just said something this morning, and I can feel the energy of him leaving soon. But he'll have his own network. Not network, but he, like everyone else, they're alternative channels. Like I could see him doing something like Conan O'Brien did, where Conan O'Brien left, and just find an alternative venue. And sometimes that's better. Like Conan O'Brien, he went after they fired him from the Tonight Show. He went and did stage shows across America. So he traveled kind of like a rock concert, and he traveled across America and had a comedy show. I can see Stephen Colbert doing that, and that kind of would be like town hall community gatherings, which would be brilliant. I think that would have a great impact. Podcast.
Yeah, that's what TJ's saying, podcast. Yeah. Because, isn't there's a lot of them though that have been cut loose by the corporations, and they've come to YouTube or other areas and set up their podcast, So, or they get picked up by Netflix or some other big streaming outfit. That's always an option. So, yeah, he's going to land on his feet. Like, here's Byrne's got a good question. Well, propaganda. What's that?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the propaganda against electric cars.
Well, okay, real quick. Do you remember? Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, real quick. Do you remember Prairie Home Companion? How every Saturday night was it Garrison Keillor? I see something like that with Stephen Colbert. It's like a Saturday night podcast across America.
And
that's
yeah, that would be cool. Oh, that's so cool! You got a late show T-shirt, Byrne. That's great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Will the propaganda against electric cars still be with us in 10 years? The propaganda against electric cars still be with us in 10 years? That's a good question, Vern. Because I'm okay with electric cars, hybrids. You know, I like the hybrids
Mm-hmm.
because electric just can't get you far enough.
Yeah, you still got an option.
Yeah. Well, you got a fallback because.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
always
My
can
daughter
have
has
it.
some electric cars.
Yeah. My daughter had a hybrid for a long time. Hybrid. I got the Emperor.
I agree.
So
Yeah,
I think they're still
they're nice.
they're in 10
I
years.
wish I had one. I really do.
Yeah. I'm thinking, okay, I got the Emperor. All right. And then I got the Ace of Cups. And then I got the Justice card. So yeah. I think the laws are going to change and policy is going to change. Fresh start, new beginnings in the field of electric cars. Yeah. Are they better now in the freezing cold? I got no idea. But I remember one winter in Alaska, I had a little Plymouth.
Well, they do. Cold does zap batteries. I know that batteries went down.
We used to put heater cores in our cars under the engine, under the oil pan. In Alaska, that's how we did it. But it was so cold this one winter. We had 90-mile-an-hour winds, man. It was brutal. And I actually left my car running. It had to stay running. And it was for 24 hours. I left it running, because I was afraid to turn it off. And we got through it. But, man. And I don't know how an electric vehicle would do or how it would deal with the cold, because it's the fluids that have the problem, so the current would be there. So I think, and
that's something.
And hybrids still have oil in them. Doesn't electric cars have oil in them too? Fluids, water, all that's got to be kept fluid. So I think as long as you got heater cores in your engine, you should be okay. That's my feeling on it anyway. What'd you get, Amy? Okay. Amy, you there? I don't hear her. I don't hear her.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
It is.
Vern
Still
says
cutting out a lot. I'm here.
Yeah.
It'll still be environment. What's more, what you have to do, and the more emotional of, well, I like old cars, and old cars run on gas, and old cars make noise, and
yeah.
So there's still, and maybe that also means hybrid, so electric and water. So I know that sounds like a bad combo, but there's something about that. Be a hybrid that will have more of like a hydro.
Yeah. Well,
at some point.
We've got the design for a water car.
Like. Strange, but
they're not going to let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not. Yeah. So it's going to be a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
We may walk away from cars altogether and just start walking and have bikes. You know what I've seen? I've seen a lot of kids on these electric or just like little motorcycles, and I guess they're street legal. I saw a kid at the gas station filling up his little tiny motorbike with gas, and he got on the road, and they don't have licenses or anything. They're just, but so I don't know how that's
Yeah, it's not legal.
happening, but
Just because it's dangerous for the little, it's dangerous
that's
for him. So.
maybe
Yeah.
we're all going to have motorcycles. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. I would like a golf cart just to tootle around in. They're very popular in Florida. They should be doing all right there. And Arizona
Yeah, that'd be
too.
nice.
The senior communities in Arizona, they use golf carts too. Let's see.
That's good.
Yeah. Here's a message for the group. I drew the yellow sunflower. Your message is your light is returning. Turn toward it and grow. Isn't that a good message? Your light is returning. Turn toward it and grow. I like that. And the Indian red pink flower, it
Message for the
says,
collective.
your heart's fire is holy. Let it lead you. I really like that one. Your heart's fire is holy. Let it lead you. There you go. Okay. Okay. Have we got any more questions? Anything else we can read on? What do you think? Wonder what we got over here going on.
That's it. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm really
Issues.
glad. Have you heard of Katie Fang? Do you know who she is? Before I go, Katie Fang is her name, and she just filed a lawsuit. I'll write her name down, and she's got a channel, and that's her channel name, Katie Fang. She filed a lawsuit.
Yeah, she used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bern, we're going to be friends with Canada again. We're going to make up with everybody after he leaves, But it's going to take a while to repair the damage that he did, and that, our neighbors and friends and families contributed to. So, but Katie Fang is suing over the Epstein files. See, Katie Fang, she went from being a prosecuting attorney to a news reporter, journalist, to now having her own podcast on YouTube, because, of course, she's one of them that, like so many others, that pushed back against this, all the lies and crap that was going on. So anyway, she's really good. So she's filed lawsuit. And I expect good things to come of it. Yeah.
Good.
So anyway, well, do we want to end it here early? What do you think?
That's good.
Okay. I'm sorry your connection wasn't any better. I was hoping we would do better, connection wise, but sometimes it is what it is. So yeah, Bern, for sure. We need to release the Epstein files, but the thing is they're blacking them out. So, and that's the basis of her suit.
No.
I
wonder.
They're giving, releasing stuff, but they blacked it all out. So they didn't release anything. So anyway. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll end it now. Amy, thank you for coming. I really appreciate you being here. So does everybody here. Thank you, Bern, TJ, for showing up. Really appreciate you so very much. And everybody on the replay, thank you. Please do the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All right. And love you all. So have a good day. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you next time. Okay. Bye for now. Thank you, Bern. Thank you, TJ. Thank you. All right.